Hey everyone, welcome to DevRunner. My name is Paul. I'm an endurance runner and an RRCA certified running coach. And this is episode number 8 of my Marathon PR 2023. In this series, I'm documenting everything that goes into my training as I prepare for a 2-hour, 52-minute, and 23-second or faster marathon attempt, which will take place at the Tobacco Road Marathon in Cary, North Carolina on March 19th of 2023. Now this time around, I'll be detailing my training from January 30th through February 5th of 2023. I hope to run about 90 miles this week if all goes well, and have it all culminate in an 18-mile long run with 12 miles at my intended marathon pace of 6 minutes and 30 seconds per mile. Hopefully all goes well. Now along the way, I'll be passing along tips, tricks, and solid advice to help you become a healthier, happier, faster, and stronger runner yourself. So I hope you'll stick with me. Now, if you're looking for a run coach or a customized training plan to help you reach your own running goals, I encourage you to head over to DevRunnerCoaching.com for all the details of how we can work together to achieve your running dreams. Now, with that said, let's get on with the show. Here we go. Hey folks, it's Monday, January 30th, 2023, and I am coming to you after my second run is done. Both of my runs today were done on the treadmill. Both were easy runs just to recover and get my legs feeling good again so that I can take on a tough week after yesterday's 20 miles of aerobic running. My first run was a 5-miler. It took me 44 minutes and 50 seconds to get it done, and then I did some more work in the afternoon. Came back down here and I got this second run done in 52 minutes and 21 seconds, and that was a 6-miler. So my work is done for the day. Onward and upward. Hey folks, it's Tuesday, January 31st, 2023. It's 8:20 in the morning, and I just finished my 6 miles of recovery running. So I am running upstairs. I'm jumping in the shower, driving to the city for a day's work, and when I return, I will have 10 miles of aerobic running. If it's not raining, then I'll be more than happy to do it outdoors, and then lifting weights afterwards. So just kind of a day of ramping up for some heavy-duty speed, hopefully at the track tomorrow. So this run took me, by the way, 52 minutes and 47 seconds. And yeah, it is what it is. I'm going to try to stay hydrated throughout the day so that I don't tank the aerobic run later. Hey everyone, it's still Tuesday, January 31st, 2023, but now, through the magic of the internet, it is after 5 p.m. and I just finished my second run of the day. And Calvin's being shy, but I'll see if I get him in the shot. Anyway, 10 miles in the aerobic zone. I took 1 hour, 16 minutes and 48 seconds to get the job done. Calvin's licking the salt out of my arm. It felt a little bit taxing, I won't lie. I wore my old pair of Adidas SL20s, and I think they're just too, they're just done. Even for the treadmill, I think their days are over. They're going to be just some nice bright pink street shoes at this point. Either that, or I'm just going to have to only use them on shorter runs. Even when they were new, I didn't prefer wearing them anytime I went more than 7 miles, since they are a rather stiff midsole. So Lesson learned. Hey folks, Wednesday, February 1st, 2023. 10.25 miles of running is over with 6 by 1200 meters. In reality, 6 by 3/4 of a mile. Reps with half a mile of active recovery in between each of them. Ended up taking me an hour, 16 minutes and 59 seconds for that 10.25 miles. I think it averaged out to 7:30 or 7:31 per mile, which is meaningless because, you know, the times in between those reps were run nice and easy to give my body to recover. Hey folks, happy Groundhog's Day. It's February 2nd, Thursday, 2023. I just finished 15 miles. That seemed incredibly arduous here on the treadmill. It's another day of on and off freezing rain outside, so I wasn't taking the chance on having this run, you know, chopped in half or something by the weather, so I decided I'd just suffer for 15 miles on the treadmill. It's done. It took me an hour, 59 minutes and 51 seconds to get it done. I took the first 1.25 miles to ramp up from 8:30 miles to 8 flat miles, and then spent a good chunk in the middle running at 7.6 miles an hour, and then spent the last 5 miles at 7.7 miles an hour. So there it is on the upper, slower end of my aerobic zone, but good stuff. I was supposed to, if this was going to be like me running the full schedule for this week, which is a repeat of 2 weeks ago, I would still have another 6-mile easy run ahead of me. But seeing as it's 4:45 in the afternoon and my hamstrings are feeling like they're ready to pop, that's not going to happen. Now keep in mind, folks, that I did extend this training cycle by 2 weeks, and the way I am doing it is to repeat the last 2 weeks in this week and the following week. That would equal basically 5 straight weeks of hard push. That's not a good idea when I'm doing this many miles in a week for the first time in this, you know, like 3 years. So as a result, I'm going to take the hit of the 6 miles today. I'm not going to try to make them up on other days. Just, you know, when you give up on mileage, it's always a good idea just to give up on it. Don't try to make up for it on subsequent days, because then all you're going to do is just hurt yourself, overtax yourself, and it never ends up where you want it to. So with that in mind, this is going to be a semi-down mileage week for me, which I was due this week anyway. It's Friday, February 3rd, and I just finished 10 miles of aerobic running on the treadmill today, folks. I started out at 7 miles per hour and spent the first 5 miles just very slowly ramping up to 8 miles per hour, and then I just cruised that out for the final 5. It took me 1 hour, 16 minutes and 52 seconds to get the job done. I'll be honest, it felt a little bit strained, but yeah, I didn't get much sleep last night, so I'm sure that has a heck of a lot to do with it. And I'm not particularly well hydrated today either. Not a good thing for a Friday going into an important long run on Sunday, so I will try to remedy that with the rest of the evening and all day tomorrow. And I am beginning to up my carb intake today, so that I am, you know, glycogened up in my muscles and my liver by the time Sunday morning arrives. Hey folks, it's Saturday, February 4th, 2023. I just finished 8 miles of running on the treadmill with 8 strides thrown into the middle. It took me an hour, 2 minutes and 48 seconds to get the job done, and I'm happy to say it felt pretty good. I feel like the run actually served to loosen up my legs. I felt kind of stiff all day because after the 10 miler yesterday I did lift weights, so my legs are still feeling the fatigue from that. But I figured it was smarter to do that yesterday than today, seeing as tomorrow is the big 18 miler with 12 at marathon pace. Just to bring you up to date with the weather, it is low 20s Fahrenheit outside today, and it's expected to be even a little colder tomorrow, so 18 miles will be another slog on the treadmill. Hey folks, Sunday, February 5th, 2023. I just finished my 18-mile long run on the treadmill. 2 hours, 3 minutes, and 34 seconds. Got the job done. The big news is that 12 of those miles were at marathon pace, which is 6:30 per mile, 9.25 miles per hour. It was rough. It broke down with a 3-mile warm-up, ramping from 7 miles an hour up to 8 miles per hour, and then for the top of mile 4, I just jumped the treadmill up to 9.2 miles per hour, spent 6 miles there, and then for the back 6 of the speed block, I bumped it up to 9.3 miles an hour, and then 3 miles, the final 3 miles, after the 12-mile chunk was done, I dropped it down to 8 miles an hour again, and then slowly over the last 3 miles, kept incrementally getting faster until I was running at 8.5 miles per hour by the end of mile 18. Hard workout. By the time I was at mile 3, before I'd even started the speed work, my hamstrings were letting me know that they were not happy. So I just spent this entire run just waiting for them to, Charlie horse. Luckily it didn't happen. I had the equivalent of 3 500 milliliter bottles worth of liquid with 3.5 scoops of Tailwind tropical flavor in them, mixed in. And I took 4 gels, one beforehand, one at 4.5, one at 9, and one at 13.5. Can't tell you again how pleased I am. The house was very warm. I popped the windows that are behind me to try to get some cooler air, but it was only 55 degrees outside, and the air just didn't come in well enough to really keep me cool. So I was battling some warmth the entire time, and it was really rough. It was really distracting. But I'm happy to say I battled through. Hopefully race day will be a lot easier weather-wise than what I just put up with. So there it is, folks. I gotta say I'm happy. That's 12 miles. Whew. That were rough at the 18, and they're done. All right, everyone. So as you can see from the weekend review, it turned out to be an 88-mile week, down mileage, but well-deserved, I think, after the push of the last few weeks leading up to this one. So I'm perfectly happy. I think the 2 standout workouts for this week, of course, were the 10 miles with the 6 by 1200 meter reps in there. I got some good speed in there, built up some good muscularity, as it were. And of course, the big, most important workout of the week was the long run on Sunday, 18 miles on the treadmill in the heat with 12 miles at marathon pace. So, with all of the mental and physical challenges in that run, I've got to say I'm happy that I got it done. It's just one big step closer to being able to actually pull off my goals on March 19th. Now, with that said, let's move on to some other ancillary information. I got all 7 of my core workouts done. I got 2 strength routines done. And the big news is that I managed to lose another just over half a pound this week. So I continue moving in the right direction, though there is still a long way to go and only so many weeks left to get there. Race weight, Anyway, what else can I tell you about, folks? I'm happy. If you are looking for help with your running, whether that be from a coach, such as myself, or with a customized training plan, I encourage you to go to DevRunnerCoaching.com. And if you're looking for some free information, whether that be for core, for running form, or for strength training, you can find links to dedicated videos below for all of those subjects. Now, with that said, folks, I just want to encourage you to get healthy, stay strong, and keep pushing. And I'll catch you next week. Peace out.